Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a super important topic for anyone managing diabetes: vegetables. Yes, you heard me right. Not all veggies are created equal, and contrary to popular opinion, some can have a surprisingly negative impact on your blood sugar levels. So let's get into it. First things first, let me point out a couple of important things about the glycemic index, or GI for short. The GI is a ranking system that measures how quickly foods raise blood sugar levels. Foods with a high GI are rapidly absorbed, causing a quick spike in blood sugar, while low GI foods are absorbed more slowly, leading to a gradual rise. For those of us with diabetes, understanding the glycemic index of different foods can be a game changer and in some cases may even be a lifesaver. Now let's get into some vegetables that you should consume in moderation due to their higher carbohydrate content and GI. Let's start with corn. Corn is a staple in many diets, but it has a moderate glycemic index, GI, and carbohydrate content. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food in 2008 found that corn can cause a moderate increase in blood sugar levels. So while it's delicious, it's best to enjoy it in smaller portions. Corn falls somewhere in the middle of the glycemic index, which means it can cause a moderate rise in blood sugar levels. This is particularly important for those of us with diabetes or insulin resistance, as maintaining stable blood sugar levels is crucial for managing the condition. In addition to the glucose content, the carbohydrate content in corn can also impact blood sugar levels. As I am sure you are aware, carbohydrates are broken down into glucose, which enters the bloodstream and in turn increases blood sugar levels. According to the American Diabetes Association, managing carbohydrate intake is a key strategy in diabetes management. Next up, let's talk about potatoes. These are a favorite around the world, but unfortunately, they have a high glycemic index, which means they can cause rapid increases in blood sugar levels. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2002 highlighted the fact that consuming potatoes causes rapid blood sugar spikes. The reason potatoes are problematic for blood sugar control is because of their high glycemic index. This means that they are rapidly digested and absorbed, which leads to a quick spike in blood sugar levels. So if you love potatoes and are fighting diabetes or insulin resistance, try to only eat small portions of potatoes, and when you do, balance them with other low glycemic index foods. Peas are often considered a healthy addition to meals, but if you're managing diabetes, it's important to understand how they can affect your blood sugar. Let's look at why you should be mindful of your pea consumption and how to enjoy them safely. Peas have a higher carbohydrate content compared to many other vegetables. This higher carbohydrate content means that eating peas can lead to a moderate increase in blood sugar levels. In a study published in the British Journal of Nutrition in 2011, researchers found that peas can cause a noticeable rise in blood glucose levels. The science behind the noticeable rise in blood sugar levels is due primarily to two factors: the carbohydrate content and the glycemic index. Peas are starchy vegetables. This means they have more carbohydrates, which are broken down into glucose in your bloodstream. And when we look at the glycemic index, we find that peas are moderately high. This double impact means large amounts of peas in a diabetic diet is not a good thing. Even though peas can raise your blood sugar, you don't need to eliminate them from your diet. By both combining peas with low GI and low-carb foods, as well as mindful portion control, you should not have to eliminate peas from your diet, but simply be cautious. I recommend eating a small portion and then closely monitoring your blood sugar. By closely monitoring your blood sugar, you can begin to understand this vegetable's impact on your body. Now let's talk about beets. Beets are a nutritional powerhouse, rich in essential vitamins and minerals like folate, manganese, and potassium. Despite all that good, they also contain natural sugars that can negatively impact blood sugar levels. While beets are in fact packed with nutrients, it's important to be mindful of their high natural sugar content. A study published in the Journal of Functional Foods in 2012 found that beetroot juice consumption led to an increase in blood sugar levels in people with type 2 diabetes. This means that while beets are healthy, they should be consumed in moderation for those of us managing diabetes. Even though beets can raise blood sugar levels, you don't need to totally eliminate them from your diet. Instead, eat them only in moderation and pair them with low GI and low-carb foods like leafy greens, proteins, and whole grains. And finally, let's talk about parsnips. Parsnips are often seen as the lesser-known cousin of carrots, but they bring their own unique flavor and nutritional benefits to the table. However, if you're managing diabetes, it's important to understand how parsnips can affect your blood sugar levels. Parsnips are both rich in carbohydrates and have a high glycemic index, GI, which means they can cause blood sugar levels to rise more quickly compared to low GI foods. A study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2005 found that parsnips can lead to a rapid increase in blood sugar levels, which can be a concern for people with diabetes. Similarly to peas, parsnips have a tendency to spike blood sugar because of the double whammy of the combination of high carbohydrate content and having a moderately high glycemic index. Of course, I would not want you to get the impression that all vegetables are bad for diabetics. So let's take just a moment to talk about some fantastic low GI vegetable options that you can incorporate into your diet. Leafy greens like spinach and kale, broccoli, cauliflower, asparagus, and cucumbers are all excellent choices. These veggies are not only low in GI but also packed with essential nutrients. And remember, the way you cook your veggies can also impact their GI. Boiling or steaming is generally better than frying or baking. And if you're looking for a great alternative to high GI potatoes, try sweet potatoes. They have a lower GI and come with a host of nutritional benefits. Before making any significant changes to your diet, it's always a good idea to consult with a registered dietitian or healthcare professional. They can provide personalized recommendations based on your individual needs and help you create a balanced diet that works for you. To wrap things up, remember that while some vegetables can impact your blood sugar levels more than others, it's all about balance. By being mindful of your vegetable choices and incorporating plenty of low GI options, you can enjoy a nutrient-rich diet while effectively managing your diabetes. Thanks for watching. If you found this information helpful, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tips on diabetes and nutrition. Stay healthy and take care.